super nice family, 3 kids, never saw any issues. They were both very friendly.
They were just nice neighbors.
Neighbors along Bells Mill Road in Andorra remember Jordan Baxter, his wife Danielle, and their 8, 9, and 15-year-old kids as friendly people. But when those who live here woke up last Wednesday, their neighbor's home had become a crime scene.
I woke up to take my daughter to school and looked out the window, and that's where I saw all the chaos.
For a mother in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 2025 was set to be a great year for her. As 39-year-old Danielle Baxter looked back over her life, she came to the conclusion that her past did not define who she was in the present time. After being married to the love of her life, 39-year-old Jordan Baxter, for over 12 years, and together even longer, their love for one another was something to be admired. They were the couple that truly stood the test of time, and the pair looked as if no one or anything could ever cause them to break apart. From the beginning, dating at Indiana University of Pennsylvania, their then young love for each other was so evident, and the two were a lot of people's favorite couple on campus. The pair will go on to have 3 sons over the years, and the couple took great pride in raising their kids to be great human beings. However, by 2024, there seemed to be a major shift in the relationship, and Danielle started to post some cryptic messages. The very last post she made said, "These females are out here plotting on your marriage and waiting for your downfall so they can come right on in, and these men let them," leading many to believe that there was some infidelity in the marriage. Then within 5 days of that telling post, Danielle's husband Jordan would tragically be found unalive in the driveway, and all of the fingers started to point in her direction. Any and everyone who knew Danielle Baxter would tell you she was so sweet, kind, caring, plus dedicated to being a good woman and mother. Danielle constantly doted on her boys, who are now 15, 9, and 8, and enjoyed every minute of seeing them grow up and succeed in life. Some years back, she started an event planning business to do something she enjoyed, but Jordan was said to be a man that believed in taking care of home. For the past almost 15 years, he has worked for the Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority, or SEPTA, the city's public transit system. On the job, he was a veteran regional rail engineer who his fellow co-workers spoke highly of. Jordan was said to come to work every day happy to be there and always had good conversation. You would have a hard time finding anyone who knew him to say a bad thing about the man he was. So when news spread that he was no longer living and that someone took his life, it all seemed so unreal. One coworker said, "Words can't describe the thoughts we all have, Jordan Baxter. You are a hell of a human being. As a new engineer, you gave me the keys to success and provided words of wisdom that only you could get away with saying." On the day Jordan was found deceased, nothing was adding up, but detectives quickly put together what they believed happened. The alleged murder came to authorities' attention just before 7 a.m. on Wednesday, March 19th, when police responded to a report of someone screaming on the 800 block of Bell Mills Road. Arriving officers found a victim, later identified as Jordan, on a plastic sheet between 2 parked cars, and he was pronounced unalive at 7:07 a.m. Jordan had sustained a gunshot wound to the back of his head, but strangely, a gun was also found sitting on his chest. Majority of the neighbors were left completely mortified that a crime of this magnitude happened at that home. Mostly everyone spoke on how pleasant the Baxters were as a family, stating how they were super nice, very friendly, and no one ever saw any issues. Detectives began investigating thoroughly and arrested Danielle the next day, and when they got access to the home, authorities would find a bloody mattress inside where it appeared Jordan was shot at. Because he was laid out on plastic of some sort and a gun on his chest, maybe she was waiting for the right time to get him in the car and sadly dump his body. So when Danielle was taken to jail on March 20th, she was charged with murder, abuse of a corpse, and possession of an instrument of crime, according to court records.
Detectives revealed a chilling detail in an investigation from last week. Philadelphia police now say a SEPTA engineer's own wife shot and killed him, then left his body on a plastic sheet outside their home.
This story continues to get a lot of interest, especially on social media, where people are sharing their disbelief as well as memories with the victim here, as investigators here at the Philadelphia Police Department continue to look into the details of this case. Take a look here. This is the victim, 38-year-old Jordan Baxter. His parents shared these photos with Action News. Baxter was a SEPTA engineer for 14 years and leaves behind 3 kids. Not pictured in this photo is his wife, and mother of his children, 39-year-old Danielle Baxter. Action News obtained her mugshot after Philadelphia police say she shot and killed her husband last week at their home in Andorra. Neighbors along Bells Mill Road, where the family lived, say they were very friendly. One neighbor says she can't believe she didn't hear any gunshots.
No, and I'm right here. I heard absolutely nothing.
Super nice family. I knew them enough to say hello, goodbye.
When the news came out about what happened to Jordan, some shared that the couple were already allegedly separated and Jordan had moved out of the family home where he was found unalive. The alleged story behind the two splitting came out after the disturbing crime, and many are saying that Jordan has stepped outside of his marriage. Now it is not clear if he left the marital home on his own or she put him out, but she allegedly had moved on too, and apparently her new boo allegedly moved into the home where Jordan was said to still be paying all the bills at. From the sounds of it, he did not want to lose his family from his infidelity, but Danielle was so brokenhearted and just not able to get past it. For any person that has been with someone for so long, it is completely understandable that she felt betrayed in the worst way. But sadly, taking his life was not the answer. On one of the couple's last wedding anniversary, she wrote, 11-year anniversary today, many more years to go. I want to thank God for pushing us through all the days and years up until now. It has not been easy at all. We had to go through some tough situations to see if we could overcome them. God is with us each and every day and has been between our marriage since day one. That was just in 2023, and I'm sure in that moment, no one would have ever imagined him gone and her in jail less than 2 years later. Some believe that Danielle may have been having a mental crisis after losing her twin sister to stage 4 cancer on March 1st, 2023. Then Jordan lost his brother to a sickness in January 2024, so both had recently experienced some heavy trauma. Jordan was described as a great person, a great husband, and a great father. Many people spoke about how kind he was, his thoughtfulness and gentle spirit. He was admired greatly and had a remarkable ability to lift others up, and if he helped you, it definitely left a lasting impression. He will forever be remembered as a hardworking man who only wanted to provide for his family. Jordan's life mattered and he should still be here. Those poor children went from 2 parents to none in the blink of an eye, and it saddens me to think of their pain and sorrow. Those babies are victims too, and they should have never been put in that position. Such a tragic ending to a love story that started so long ago. My thoughts and prayer are with all involved in this tragic story. And please don't forget to comment your thoughts and prayers for this family in this difficult time. And hit that like button and share to make your people aware. And as always, remember to stay woke, things change quickly.